Welcome to Ultimate Decades Challenge. Year is 1359, last day of the 1359, and we left off on Marshall's birthday, on him becoming a teenager. A teenage boy in our legacy, if you could believe it. When I aged up Marshall into a teenager, I also added his future bachelorette into the world. Perhaps we could start with visiting their house, because they now have a full house and a bakery in this world. Or maybe we should start by taking care of the garden. Hold on. Noel still wants to become friends with Walker. Maybe Noel and Marshall should do a little outing, so we can look at Baker's family, where they live, at the bakery that I built for them in the Hanford, and I guess Noel can hang out with Walker, with his criminal uncle. I just want to get to the next day as fast as possible, because it would be Noel's birthday, it would be Noel. Oh, they're hugging, how sweet. It would be Noel becoming teenager, our 4th gen heir. Jasper, can you read this? You're just going to do it faster than everybody else. And also, before I forget, let me buy cow, because in the last episode our cow disappeared. My headcanon is that she's been eaten by dragons. 800 simoleons is a lot. It's a lot of money to lose for this family. Okay, let's buy brown cow. I think I'm going to call you Mars. Let's do little brother cousin outing at the town. This is a bakery, you can see it on the map. I made a separate build video for this bakery. I got very inspired by the Baker's family. I think this town center part is shaping up really nicely. We have bathhouse, we have tavern over here. Not my favorite, but functional. And now we have bakery. This lot will be blacksmith shop in the future, whenever I get to it. Anyway, I'm in a very rambly mood. Noel found food and go in there. Oh, and Walker is here. You wanted to talk to him. You wanted to become friends with him. Maybe join cooking. I think that helps friendship. Noel probably thinks that Walker is a really cool guy. I wonder if we're gonna meet Baker's family. This is kind of my main goal of coming here. Okay, I see Cole. Let's do respectful introduction. One of the members of Baker family. He also has a sister and a mother. Marshall just coming up to him with his plate of food. Mrs. Crumblebottom angrily walking around. Are they talking about Marshall? I saw you talking about Marshall. By the way, I too modded this fireplace here, and I'm so happy to see that NPCs using it. Meanwhile, Noel being insulted by Walker and trying to get to know him. Noel learned the following traits about Walker. Loves the outdoors. Apologize. I don't think that you, the one, should be apologizing, Noel. Despite the fact that Walker been insulting Noel, they kind of becoming friends, surprisingly. This is kind of the summary of what awaits Marshall, without me even doing anything. This is Belle, the sim from the gallery who I chose to be his future bachelorette. There on the background, her evil witch mother who's not gonna approve of Marshall. And this is their first time meeting. It's so perfect, I love it. She already looks pissed off. Are you going to your basement? Belle just cleaning. Let's go to the basement. You know, as long as Marshall not coming to the basement. Really cramped storage room in here. Kind of claustrophobic a little bit. If you look closely enough, you can notice another door here, and through this door it's Mom's let's say study of sorts. She does all kinds of studying in here. Yes, this is her witch room. It is the whole family upstairs with Cole, their mom Antoinette, and Belle. They don't want to even sit next to each other for some reason. How did you have already a little bit of good relationship with Belle without even introducing yourself? Did you just walked in and you started talking to each other without introductions? Just random men in their house. It's not awkward at all. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for bread. I just got a bit lost in the house. Perhaps we should also go and meet Mom. Let's do respectful introduction. Immediately gets scared. His fear of the dark kicks in. It's only 5 p.m. What dark? Where is dark? Why? I told you to introduce yourself to Antoinette. He's frantically running towards her. Okay, calm down. I mean, not in the basement. Sure, at least they are in storage room, not right in her witch room. Oh, I'm going to hide in the shelves here. Right now, he's just a teenager. Maybe Jasper and Noel just sent boys to buy bread and baked goods. And maybe Marshall does feel awkward meeting Belle because she's really pretty to him. And maybe he does feel scared meeting Antoinette because She has the vibes, and he kind of just got lost in their house. I think it's a very successful outing we had today. We can go home now because Marshall is falling asleep in Baker's house in the chair. I think now we're just going to have a chill evening, putting everybody to bed. I'm just going to check back in the morning when everyone hopefully slept. I just noticed something. The cow is gone again. I guess it's bugged. Maybe free range mode stopped working. Is it in household inventory again? Yep. The problem is that you cannot sell them from here. I cannot place them from here. This one also wearing a cowbell. So the only way to get her back in is to buy cow shed. Now I go in here. Hello? Why are you here at 1 a.m.? Eve, what happened? Assign animal... No, not I can assign dragons to this shed. Interesting. I already have a cow. I just want to add here my cow. So if cow ends up in a household inventory, how do I get her out of there? Sell this stupid shed. I don't want it. Okay, so no cows. Ida, what you doing? Jasper just turned around and walked back in. He's like, I'm not dealing with that right now. Ned is grounding her. What are we going to disallow for the whole day? We can disallow TV, computer, phone, music. Grounds him by disallowing toys and games for one day. Ooh, Ida really likes her toys. This is what you get for making mess. I think this is my first time disciplining a child in the entirety of me Finn, are you kidding me right now? In the entirety of me playing this game. Finn, you knew what's coming for you. What is time out? Is this your time out? On your knees? It's literally my first time seeing this timer. I did not even know that this exists. Wow. They're just talking next to him. And he went inside to warm himself after that. Poor boy. I mean, Ida got her toys taken away for the whole day. Who is Naomi Hassan? Why am I getting notifications about her being in labor? I don't remember her. I think Finn actually got out easy because Ida got her toys taken away for the whole day, and Jasper came in this room to play with the toy to torment Ida. Helen has woken up due to loud noises. I think loud noises being Catherine, her sister. I remember when I was like, I see you in the morning when everybody slept. I think Marshall and Noel slept, that's it. But it's morning now, and year is actually 1360, and obviously it's Noel's birthday. Get up, boy. We've been waiting for this moment for so long. Practically we never had a male heir in this legacy. We had a male founder, then it just kind of all went all kinds of wrong. Although I did enjoy having Cora as an heir. That was a great time. Let's age you up in the same spot as Marshall. He's taking his soup with him. Jasper, maybe you stop playing with toys while your daughter grounded and cannot play with toys. Welcome to the birthday mushroom, Noel. Shall we do the roll? In order to age up from child to teenager, Noel needs to avoid number 7. Let's roll for Noel. And it's 13, thank God. I was fully expecting 7 there. I decided to not say that out loud. I was like waiting for Curse to continue, but no, it doesn't. Noel gets to age up into the teenager. Finally, I'm so excited for him. Here we go. And Aira sent him a gift. I was ready to find out his second trait. His first ever personality trait was music lover. So this whole time we've been set on making him a bard. And I've been intending to do a kind of stereotypical bard, traveling, drinking, living a reckless life. But let's see how his second personality trait will fit into that. Let's randomize it. Mean! It kind of a little bit runs in the family. One of his aunts was mean, and here was I expecting him to be a nice, funny guy. I'm just going to give him musical genius aspiration. I guess we're still going with the bard idea. Yay! Our mean music lover. Cora sent him a gift. His dead grandma. And Walker sent him a gift. It kind of fits with him wanting to be friends with Walker, doesn't it? I guess he felt the kinship. Okay, before you're gonna go socialize with other teenagers, we're gonna give you a makeover, obviously. Yes, this is what he aged up looking like. I'm done with the nose makeover. I decided to not bore you with the process of it. This is the result. He looks really adorable. He looks really sweet. He doesn't look mean at all. I guess he is like a Blanche. She also mean, but she looks like an angel. This is what his face looks like. Gave him this outfit. This is the outfit that Edmund was wearing. So if we're going by the logic that this is the exact same set of clothes, it's really old. This is his everyday wear, which is fitting because we're moving into autumn, so it's going to be colder, and also I gave him this little scarf hat. I will give him like nice Bart hat with the feathers and the whole thing later. I feel like it's something that he should purchase for himself. I also gave him a second outfit, which is very similar to what he was been wearing as a child, and this outfit is on his athletic wear and hot weather because it looks lighter than his everyday wear. And I gave him this necklace with, I don't think this is supposed to be teeth. When he was a kid, he had a necklace with a tooth, one actual tooth, animal tooth. And I wanted him to keep the necklace throughout his life, but I don't think it exists for adults. At least I cannot find it. So I gave him this as a temporary replacement. I'm thinking that we can pretend that this is 3 teeth he added to his collection. This is his sleepwear, the same thing for swimming and hot weather. I already showed you. And this is kind of all of his outfits for now. We're probably gonna make them more and more interesting in the future. His favorite color is black, hence the lack of color. I think maybe we will add color in the future just for stage performances. I think Bart needs to be bright, noticeable. How are you going to perform if you're blending in with the shadows? Okay, we're back in the game. Noel is carrying his little cousin, or rather allowing Helen to hold on to him because carrying is overstatement. I won't be rolling marriage role for Noel how I rolled for Marshall because Noel is our main household. He's our heir, so he gets married by default. And I already picked out who's going to be his future bachelorette. I'm really excited about this. Let me show you her first on the gallery. Okay, this is her. I think I need to turn off my shaders because it creates weird shadows on the gallery. This is Elizabeth Red, and she created by Sims player 123. I'm not used to date being in this order. For me it should go day, month, year, but I think it's 16th of December of last year, quite a long time ago. And she's the first ever female sim created under hashtag LunaGamesSims, where you've been living your sims that you want to see in Ultimate Decades. And I thought it would be kind of cute and fitting and nostalgic to use her. The first ever. Before her here, just boys. Which is understandable because at that point there was just Cora, so you were making bachelors for Cora, but I've been looking at her for such a long time. Oh, the game is so grey without shaders. And I already put Elizabeth in the world and I want to show her to you. She lives in Willow Creek. Hence we going into managed worlds and not traveling there with Noel right now. Elizabeth lives in Willow Creek in this area. Oh, this is the Haas family that I got notification about. Oh, this is Landgrab descendants. That's why I'm getting notifications about them. This is Malcolm's Landgrab son, or rather bastard, and his wife, I guess, and they had a baby, which is great. Line continues, good to know. And in this same area, this is where Red household lives. I kept the last name from the character, but I created a father, named him Frederick Red, and also brother named Eric Red for our Elizabeth. This is her. She's dressed in red. Maybe let me load into the family to take a quick look at them. Elizabeth doesn't come with a backstory, so I came out with a bit of my own. Very simple one. Basically that she's from wealthier family. Her father is a merchant, he has quite a bit of money, and he has 2 kids. Mom is already out of the picture, I did kind of give Elizabeth Disney princess treatment. I'm sorry about that. Let's throw another cliche in there. Perhaps her mom died giving birth to her younger brother, so there is already a little bit of reason to dislike him. But also on top of that, her dad only cares about her brother because he's an heir, he's going to inherit everything. And Elizabeth treated more as a nice to have, but not that important. She's not treated poorly, she's just kind of ignored. Oh my god, the amount of graves. You just ignored the lack of the house. Maybe one day I will do another home right here. This is Pancake's house, by the way. Oh, this is Huntington's family lot. Used to be Huntington's family lot. Yeah, I guess Red family bought this property. There was a graveyard already included. This is her dad. This is his son, wearing matching outfits. And Elizabeth, they're just kind of here. The idea is that she has money, she's not mistreated, kind of has freedom to do whatever she wants. Maybe she gets a little too bored in the future. I intend on her and Noel meeting a bit later when they're in their 20s. Maybe we can make her a couple years older than Noel. Her dad doesn't rushes her to marry, but he doesn't give her any attention, so she's kind of a little bit bored. And she meets this young bard, and he's so charismatic and has such a nice voice. I think you can see pictures that I'm painting for dynamic. But that will be like a decade from now, probably, if not more. Because as I said, I want to meet when they're in their 20s, when Noel's seen a bit of the world, made some mistakes. I just wanted to show you Red family right now. That they're waiting to be a lovely addition to our family tree. Should I make a house for them that's actually red, like in red colors? Pancakes over here looking very neutral. And by the way, I didn't do that. The person who created Elizabeth chose her personality traits. She's also a music lover. Maybe she is playing an instrument, but more of a at home, like something that girls should do, something to occupy her time. She has a love and appreciation for music. It just manifests differently than for Noel. Or maybe it gives her ability to critique his singing abilities or instrument playing abilities. So yeah. Good luck, Elizabeth. I see you in a decade from now. Now we're back in Hanford, being humble farmers. Marshall, I said being farmers. Marshall immediately likes gardening, okay. I hope one of you likes laundry, because we have a lot of that. Where we just left both infants right here. Let me finally buy loot for Noel. He's been waiting for this moment for so long. I have this handcrafted lute. It's mod by Jane Simpson. Actually separate skill and different music. Maybe you can go and practice in front of your dragon. Now fully and truly yours. I think Noel just told him that he should be more diligent in taking care of the dragon. Let's tell joke to her. Ask about Rain's favorite food. It's kind of obvious. And he reached level 2. I wish I could sing a song to her. But for now you can just practice your lute skill in front of the Rain. I think I've seen this somewhere. Dragon and a bard. Maybe we should pivot to Boreas, because he's named after, I think Boreas is North Wind, or God of the North Wind. And he also black. And black is Noel's favorite color. See how they match? I see a man in the forest just playing in the leaves. Consider feeding intruders to Boreas. Boreas on board with that. Make an offering. Would you like a bejeweled sword? Dragons like shiny things, right? I see fire. Maybe dragons don't like shiny things. On the second thought. Okay, he just stepped away for a second and now he goes back to extinguish. And now he's confident. You did great, Noel. I also imagine him talking about feeding intruders to Boreas as there is some guy playing in the leaves over here. He already walked away, perhaps after hearing about that. I know that I want Noel to go and travel to Willow Creek, but I never considered the possibility of him doing that on the dragon. It definitely sounds like something you should not be doing. Flying to the city you don't know on the dragon sounds like a really quick way to get in trouble. And trainless Marshall practicing archery. What if Marshall being told that he will be owner of the Boreas and one day Noel just takes Boreas and flies away just because he felt like doing so? 20 eggs? Chicken's been busy. Maybe we should go and sell. That's good that they've been busy. We don't have a cow. Oh, Marshall is fixing our sink bowl. I remember that Oh, Walker. Your friend aged up into a teenager. Let's invite Walker in. Oh my god, the infant's still just lying on the ground in front of the front door, looking like 2 bugs on the ground. So I heard about this club of yours. What do you guys even do? Show off muscles? Noel, I don't think you have those. Walker told him that he's a leader of the good men. Ask about hobbies and skills. Yeah, like, what is your highest skill, Walker? Tell us. He has level 10 mischief. Walker just told him that he likes fitness. Running, I would assume. Look at Jasper being good dad. He's so cute. Oh wow, Noel putting his cousins to bed. That's so sweet of you. I said that he's like Blanche, but Blanche is not mean. Blanche is evil. Those are quite a bit different. This Sims becomes happy round Sims with negative moodlets. Can laugh manically discuss evil plans and become angry when interacting with good Sims. When mean, becomes happy when being mean or mischievous to others, and becomes confident when winning a fight. So he kind of just brat when Blanche is pure evil. I think we don't have water. Jasper, react to blowout. Oh no. Catherine is very hungry. Hold on. Pause everything. Feed Catherine. How is this broken again? Oh, so they never fixed it. They never fixed the sink. It just ran out of water. Marshall gave up on fixing the sink. Noel, do you want to give it a try? I'm not sure that this sink is fixable. He's been doing this for hours. Okay, I think it's time to give up. We will see if Jasper can do this in the morning. Both Noel and Marshall like, we can't fix it, please help. And he fixed it in like 20 minutes in game time. I mean, it is perfect. They are teenage boys that only learning how to do stuff around the house. We're probably going to go to the marketplace today to sell eggs and honey. Maybe we have some other stuff to sell. I think we have oversized crops to sell. Why is Helen crying? Because Helen wants to eat and sleep. Perhaps we will leave Noel, who's in her third trimester and can give birth any moment now. Perhaps we will leave Noel home alone with infants, because that sounds like a wonderful idea. Why you have so much spoiled food in your inventory? But older kids we're going to send to the marketplace. We have oversized watermelons to sell, we have eggs. Okay, everyone, pack your things. We're going to the marketplace and we're going to have a very early start today because we want to sell as much as possible. Definitely not because I just want to escape from this house and from infants. Lighting is so pretty here not in the actual marketplace, but here on the side. So pretty here. The stars are still out. So basically sun is just rising. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's fall right now. Look at Jasper. He looks majestic. Our gloomy farmer boy. Because we're this early, we can pick any table. This is where I want to sell our oversized crops. No, look, competition. Also by sounds of it, not really competition. Don't tip him. Can I boo him? Yeah, Noel hates it. But maybe you should start singing. Let your beautiful voice drown this horrible melody. Okay, we're going to use this table to sell our eggs. Marshall tends to do this. Marshall can't suck it up. Ida going to tend this table because Marshall is too tense. I think people tip on Noel. She's tending tables, but she's inside of the wall. Okay, Marshall, why are you so tense? Somebody brought their infant here. Marshall is hungry, but he has some random fruits in his pockets, so I'm just making him eat that. Now he's scared of the dark. What dark? At least he now not tense and can actually go and work. He's probably mad that Noel is allowed to not work, but instead just sing. But he gets money for singing. Marshall doesn't get money for being tense. Marshall, why are you not working? And why someone else standing table with our eggs? I just got over 1,000 simoleons. Somebody bought a mushroom? I forced Marshall to work again. He's not happy about it. Jasper just fell asleep on the bench. Marshall to be just doing nothing, to be honest. Avoiding work. He's now nauseous from illness. Okay, fair. If you're sick, you're sick. We even can say that he felt way too ill to stay here and we're just going to send him home. We have Antoinette Baker here buying candles. Maybe Jasper should meet her, just like introduce himself so we know Baker's family. Okay, we did it. We sold all of the oversized crops. When it comes to eggs, we sold 3 out of 20. I think I'm just going to cut marketplace day short. It's 4 p.m. but they all really tired. And I'm just going to send Noel with those 20 eggs to the town center and just sell them to the vendors. I took a break and now I don't remember what I was doing. Everything is so orange. It kind of looks strange being so orange, but I like it. It makes me somewhat excited for fall. And when I say that I took break, I mean almost a week-long break. Because unfortunately I have been sick for like 5 days already, like in between previous clip and this one where I'm like, why is everything so orange? So if my voice sounds funny, that's why. It doesn't hurt me to talk, but it feels like I need to put more effort in order to have the same volume of talking that I usually do. Or I can talk really quietly, but move mic obnoxiously close to me. I don't think I have enough windbreak on this mic to do that. You're gonna hear a lot of my breathing if I do this. And also I feel like if I do this, I need to put ASMR in the title, because if I not, it's kind of like I'm subjecting you to this without your consent. I'm just really excited to record, so sorry if my voice is scratchy. Marshall, what are you doing here? You know what could you be doing instead? Laundry. Everyone is so miserable. Ned, we need food. Why are you sleeping on the ground? Okay, someone needs to pick this child up. Come on, boys, be useful. Put Catherine, put in crib. Oh my god, this is a lot of crying in this house. Marjorie, I need you to go to bed. I know that you're not sleepy. I just need as little people roaming around as possible. Finn is going through a rebellious phase. Finn is like, what, 8? Why is this one mushroom being neglected? Like every other plant is okay. I told Marshall to do clothing, to do laundry like 3 times. He picks up 2 piles of laundry and just puts them down. He doesn't want to actually do laundry. Okay, Marshall, I'm going to watch you this time. See? He's like, Is this clean? Oh, this is clean. Hang this on the clothesline. Are you going to... Marshall, come on. Marshall, I know that you're lazy, but I doubt you're this lazy. And he went to sleep. Okay. Can Jasper do laundry? Or laundry just bugged? Okay, at least Jasper picking up all of the piles, and apparently he found new ones. Probably clothes that Marshall just threw on the floor. Yep, okay, Jasper has all of the piles. It's raining now, and he's doing laundry. I guess it was just Marshall's problem. It's going to be difficult to dry laundry now, isn't it? Because it's fall and it's going to rain all the time. He's lagging a lot. I feel like I'm going to soon undertake project of basically assembling new save for Ultimate Decades. I'm just going to save all the builds on the families to the gallery and transfer them to the new save. Like not just save as, not create copy of this one, actually create a new one, because I feel like if you play in one save for long enough, the lag just accumulates and there is nothing you can do about it. The clearing cache files, it doesn't help. Maybe we could do a stream or video out of it. I could also combine it with giving a new generation of townies medieval makeovers, because I kind of due to do that. Yeah, basically I just need to decide if I want to do that as a stream or as a video. Oh, it's apparently cold because Jasper put on his cold weather, and Noel got into labor. Okay, I'm scared. Jasper is in preparental panic, understandably, but I also want you to change Helen's diaper. I think it's girl's birthday too. Noel is watching him change diaper. Okay, yeah. Girl, let's tend to you being in labor, and chamber pot is broken. Oh my god, good god. Okay, first Noel and then everything else. Okay, Jasper, if you're just going to stand there, maybe repair chamber pot. And it's another baby girl. Jasper and Noel said 1 boy is enough. Okay, so far we have Ida, Marjorie, Helen and Catherine, and we have another girl. I did get a new name suggestions on the last episode of Ultimate Decades. I am kind of tempted to leave those names for Noel's future kids. Is there a name that we didn't use from the list that I do have here? Did we have Beatrice at any moment? Maybe like a newborn that immediately died. Yeah, we had Beatrice Raincourt. So it's like one of the many Noel's sisters that didn't live past birth or infanthood. I don't mind reusing those names where a character didn't live for that long, and maybe she remembers her mom mentioning the name. Beatrice Ashdown. Okay, this one go. Jasper, no, you're not going to bed. You waking up and fixing chamber pot. Let's take a little picture of Beatrice. Look at Jasper taking a snooze. And let's roll for Noel and Beatrice. For Noel, as a birthday mother, she needs to avoid numbers 1 and 10. This is 2. Thank God. Or should I say something with a watcher in it, like thank watcher? And Beatrice needs to avoid numbers 1, 5, 10, 15 and 20. Rolling for Beatrice. And it's 4, they both survive. I will roll infant roll right away. I decided that I'm just going to do it for everybody. To survive her infant birthday, Beatrice needs to avoid numbers 4, 12, 16 and 18. And we're rolling once again. 14 is a good number, and Beatrice will survive her infant birthday too. Okay, welcome to the world, lucky girl. And yeah, today is Catherine and Helen's birthday. They will become toddlers, which I'm glad. Hold on a second. Today is also Blanche's birthday. Okay, yeah, I definitely completely forgot about that one. It seems like way too much stuff happened in her life for her to just be 30. Okay, now let's do twin birthdays, Catherine and Helen. They aging up into a toddlers, so they need to avoid numbers 2, 8, and 16. First is Helen. Oh no. Well, that didn't go as well, and I don't think we can plead for infant. Let's roll for Catherine. Yeah, I think Catherine survives, right? Okay, I kind of got a little too relaxed with these birthdays. Not baby Helen. Okay, these two twins did not made it. Maybe let's do death by hunger. Maybe she's like sick and wasn't eating and something like that. Okay, will we get a Grim Reaper? This is a question, because if we do, oh no, she's going to be all stretchy. Okay, but that means that we might get a Grim Reaper and might get a chance to plead for her. So this stretchy, horrible thing is actually good. Amongst all of the sleeping siblings. Okay, he's coming. Not just peeing. Who's going to play? Why are you not sad, girl? Girl, why are you not sad? Yes, I deleted her moodlet about new baby. It's overriding the fact that her other child is dying, and that's not realistic in my opinion. Okay, Noel, please. Okay, we're going into different room. We don't want to do it in front of peeing Jasper. Please, why is Grim Reaper flirty? This is a mess. Grim, read the room. It's yes. I think it's yes. Helen has been brought back. Oh my god, thank you. Jasper is still peeing, but thank you. I just went to grab a servant. She's like, I just gave birth. Give me a fucking break. Okay, we're all just kind of standing here now. Grim, are you waiting in line? Helen is getting resurrected now. Really creepy, but okay. She's back. Thank you, Grim. That was really nice of you. Jasper, go give Helen a cuddle. You just watch her almost die. Comfort her. Oh no, she's playing in the toilet. Grim like, child, I save you for that. Noel looks a bit dead inside, to be honest. Guys, we might need to think about moving our separate ways. This house is getting a little crowded. Somebody's crying. Oh, they're meeting newborn. That's why they're so upset about it. Marjorie is devastated. How are you feeling, Finn? Finn is also upset by a new sibling. And Ida is also upset by a new sibling. And no one likes new sibling. By the way, we need to age up girls now. I forgot that's not only about death. I guess Grim is staying for the birthdays. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, Jasper, please do the honors. He's holding different infant, but okay. Is Grim left? No, he's just babysitting, I guess. Cautious Helen, who barely survived, literally been spared by Grim Reaper. She is now a silly infant. She's just happy to be here. Okay, Catherine. I guess Catherine in slightly better health. She didn't have any problems. She was also cautious when she was an infant, but she will be an inquisitive toddler. Okay, they're really lovely toddlers. Citrix sent her a gift. Yeah, well, I would be inquisitive about that. They all hanging out here in this room. They look so happy. You do need to feed your new baby. I don't know how Jasper planned on sleeping in this room, but he's trying. He's really trying. Grim, you can leave. You don't have to stay. No one else planning on dying. They all want to hang out with Gina, which I like idea of because she is teenager. And also this girl is teenager. I think this is our neighbor. I think they live somewhere in this neighborhood. He's tense from clearing toddlers. We need to also take care of the garden and chickens. Oh, hi Gina. Do you like him already? And Noel inviting friends over while he should be working. He should be... Oh, she left. Go spray bugs. Okay, she's still here because children talking to her. Why are you so sad? Where is my attention? Pay attention to me. Finn here having a bit of a mental breakdown because he has so many siblings. And Chicken is kind of having mental breakdown because no one is feeding them. Marshall, I think I told you to do that. Ida is desperately trying to clean, but our bins are full. What do you want to do? You want to yell at her? Why do you want to yell at her? She's already uncomfortable. Marshall, calm down. Go eat something. You're very hungry. I am kind of getting a bit overwhelmed to manage this whole household. Maybe next build that we do should not be the inn, should be why you have now a bad relationship with her. And he acquired mischief skill, and I'm guessing he pranked her. But I was saying that I thought that next build that I will do will probably be in Willow Creek, but maybe is it Walker? Yeah, That's Walker walking. Maybe instead of in, it should be this house where I'm going to put ash downs. I think I'm ready to split the households. Walker came to talk to mushrooms. I just realized that I forgot about Blanche's birthday again. I'm so sorry, Blanche. This household is a lot. Somehow her adult birthday completely slipped my mind. But honestly, it's kind of convenient that I'm already going to werewolf household because I was planning to play as them. I think we need to make some moves. You will see why. The reason why we need to make some moves, you may see the reason. It's in her thoughts and moodlets. Blanche is pregnant with Greg's baby. Who else's baby it could be? She's in the first trimester, so it's not visible yet. Time is moving, and it will become visible at some point. And who knows that they didn't had any romantic relationship in years? And it's been almost a year since those last clips we saw in the previous episode. So Greg and Blanche had a lot of time to be close, and sometimes that closeness can result in some things. Blanche had those 3 remaining pregnancies left, and I thought that it would be a good reason for her to finally do something about a situation where she's stuck right now. She understands that she can't just keep living with Noel and just seeing Greg from time to time. Throughout this year, they've been spending a lot of time together, or as much time as Blanche could possibly spend with Greg without it being suspicious. Because she still lives with his family, she has children to take care of, but her and Greg been hanging out together. Yaroslav and Stana now despise each other, yay. I'm happy for you guys. He wants to howl, and he has sore throat from howling too much. Maybe that's why your wife despises you, you know? Oh, it's not his wife. I don't think so. I think it's his sister-in-law, who's also evil. I mean, his wife also doesn't like him very much. So as I was telling, they not in really good relationship with each other either. Not only with outsiders. Throughout this year, whenever Blanche could, she would go on the walks to hang out at the lake. Sometimes she would genuinely go to just spend some time away from Noel family, to share a meal with Moonwood Collective, to talk to that one satyr that she met at some point in the forest. They both active. He admires Blanche's passion for archery, and they've been talking a lot about arrows and crafting your own arrows. It's not something that Blanche ever been taught how to do. And other times, Blanche would go out to specifically spend time with Greg. I imagine him also taking interest in her archery skills, rather from the place like everything about her is interesting for him, so she would try and teach Greg how to use a bow. I would assume it requires a lot of patience and precision, which I don't feel like Greg has. So I imagine it being difficult for him. Like, he doesn't need to. He can turn into massive beast, and he has claws and teeth and inhuman strength. He doesn't need that flimsy bow and arrow, but he still tries because it's Blanche teaching him. He will listen about how to take care of the apple tree if it's Blanche telling him how to do that. Everything about her is fascinating to him, and imagine how his mind, already being so enamored by Blanche and thinking of her as this rare, the only interesting thing in this world, imagine how that mind would receive news about her growing up around the dragon and her mother riding a dragon. I think Blanche completely understands the effect that those stories would have on him, how his I know everything, I existed forever, I'm bored mind would react to that novelty and want to explore it. She understands it, and she uses it to entice him to go with her to Hanford, because that's what she wants. She wants to go back to Hanford. I don't think at this point Blanche necessarily hates werewolves. For a couple of years she would have different perspective on werewolves through Greg, through Moonwood Collective, that if one so desires, they can be both a werewolf and a normal person. To be civil. Also, I don't know how civil Greg is, or I think both of them a little bit performing for each other. But as I said, Blanche wants nothing more than take her children and go back to Hanford. She said grass is not greener on the other side. The grass stinks of werewolf people. Whoa, oh my god. Why are you two howling in the kid's bedroom? Your face when your wife starts dating a werewolf that whole forest is afraid of? Let's quit stalling and finally celebrate Blanche's birthday. It's time for her to become an adult. To age up from young adult to adult, she needs to avoid numbers 5 and 10. Let's roll for Blanche. In her time living in Nova's house, Blanche got quite used to all the screaming and arguing and fights. She always felt like a stranger residing in their house, and even more though in past few years after her and Book were completely falling out of love. She was really good though at walking a fine line between still standing up for herself and not angering Book to the point of actual physical fight, because she obviously understood that she could do nothing against werewolf, and there is a really high chance of a bite that will eventually turn her in the very thing she came to dislike. She was good at that, until she wasn't. I guess it was a different fight. Maybe it was an argument about a especially sensitive topic, maybe it escalated too quickly, but Blanche almost knew that that fight will happen before it started. I guess this is a good ending. A freedom. It's a good ending for Blanche for sure. Good ending for not so good person.